It's another day, another rumble here. We are not using the boom lift today because we've decided that we're still at the height where we can go faster with this double-decker scaffolding, and the outside of the house is just hard to get to. There's a lot of like sort of crumbly hills, and anyway, long story short, we're going to keep going on this big outer circle, and then we've got like half of that done, maybe even more than half, and then we just have this one straight wall, and then course 22 is completely finished, and we did it, and now we only have to do it a bunch more times. More bag, more walls.
One more bag.
One more bag.
Two more bags.
Two more bags. So what are we even doing? We just got to finish this wall.
We're just waiting on you. You ready?
On the road.
Welcome back to the Rumble Recap. We're your hosts, Dirtbag Daddy
and Mud Mama.
And we are here to talk about Day 7 of the Roundhouse Rumble.
That's right, Dirtbag Daddy. It appears that they have finished the outside bedroom wall here on the Roundhouse.
Course 22, it's about time. Also, an interesting development, Mud Mama. It looks like they've abandoned the lift and just started to use the scaffolding.
I feel like this is a very smart move on their behalf.
It is, because they have more hands and they don't have to go up and down and around all the time. Mm-hmm. And those extra hands, they make a big difference.
It is really encouraging to see their community here locally showing up for them day after day.
And really, the biggest news of the day is that they finally finished Course 22.
It is a big moment for them. They are super excited.
But it took them 7 days. And there's only 20-something days left.
There's 21 days left in this Rumble, and I think they have to get up to Course 30. Is that right, Dirtbag Daddy?
That is correct, Mud Mama. That's a lot of layers to go, and I'm still not sure how they're going to get there.
Well, let's just hope that they can recruit some more people, hopefully have some more friends, if they have any, and hopefully they'll get moving a little bit faster.
Now, if you're watching at home and you're like, man, I would really like to help these people finish their house, you can go to tinyshinyhome.com/rumble. You can help support them as they try to get this done in the time frame.
Speaking of support, we have to say thank you to the volunteers who are showing up day after day here at the Roundhouse.
That's right. On Day 7, we had Steve Koff from Steve
on YouTube. We also had Tom and Thomas, very important neighbors out here.
Yes, and of course, Andrew and Tiffany and their 2 kids were all rocking it today, helping make things happen.
And of course, we cannot forget to thank the kids from the Tiny Shiny Home. It is very encouraging to see the younger generation stepping up and shoveling that dirt into bags.
I agree, Mud Mama. And with that, the Roundhouse Rumble recap for Day 7 is complete. I'm your host, Dirtbag Daddy.
And I'm Mud Mama. We will see you soon. Now that we have Course 22 complete on the Roundhouse, it is time to set the I-beams over the kitchen window. So this morning I'm up and we are going to go ahead and cut some foam board because we're using 2 I-beams that are 6x6. We are going to put some foam board in between the 2 I-beams. You'll see here in a minute what I mean, but this just gives us a little bit more insulation in that area. So do we need to do it? Probably not, but we're doing it anyway. So this morning, I just need to go ahead and get it all cut to the 5.5 inches and glue it together. And then it'll be time to raise the beams on the kitchen window. I think I'm just really excited because things are actually progressing. I feel like we've been stuck for so long trying to do this ourselves. And it's really, really hard to admit that we need help. But like this whole Roundhouse Rumble has been a huge blessing because we finally just asked and people have showed up. And it's like, we might get to have a house soon. So just very excited. Well, I did not get my foam board done yet. Our neighbor, sweet new neighbor, has a tractor and he offered to let us use it for this month during, what are we doing? The Roundhouse Rumble. So I need to go ahead and move all of our mixers and all of this setup to where I can get this dirt into a better pile. We also have a bunch of dirt from our bench project that needs to come over here. So I'm going to be on the tractor for a little while this morning. But first I got to move all this crap, get it to where the tractor can even get over here. So it's an exciting day. Just busy. I feel like I'm trying to do a million different things at once. I have to stop in a couple hours and make lunch for everybody. It's just a lot. It's just a lot.
Guys, we're building an earthbag house. I don't know if you knew that. But what that means is we're going to move a lot of dirt today. So what I've been telling everybody that comes in, it's very not glamorous work. It's just shoveling and mixing and wheelbarrowing and scooping and lifting and handing up to somebody on the wall. All right, I think we're on day 8 of the Rumble. We finished course 22 yesterday, which was a big deal, but this means we basically are going to go in reverse. So all the straight walls or intersecting walls we just laid, they go back over, but they go over the circle wall, so they intersect it, and you lay the circle walls up to that. We have a ton of people here today. Lots of people showed up, so we're really excited. We're going to rock. Trouble with the privacy wall because I cut the bag too short and we were trying to like slip on another bag for like the last foot and it was ridiculous, but we got it. So this is the first time this privacy wall is crossing over the bedroom wall. So it's kind of exciting. It's going to lock everything in together. And now we're going to do the little 2 sections of the bedroom wall. Jonathan's finishing tamping that one. We're going to go ahead and start setting up scaffolding so that we can just haul and go really quickly with the dolly bucket on this last part of the first wall. I've only done one wall. It's kind of ridiculous. Okay. go, dude. There's nothing for you to grab onto.
Oh my god.
He's trying.
He's going.
He's like, oh no, go back the other way. Trying to make it back to the mesh. It was so much better.
Like we should give him an assist.
Right?
Look, he's like grabbing for his. He's like, oh,
Well,
back there somewhere.
I watched him do a couple of these where he has 2 legs. Was all he had on.
Do you need more than 3?
I'm not even really
I know. I feel like more.
It sounds like you're working. Oh god, this hurts too much.
And then the home facing that one. So.
Yep. Yeah, just move them in the wrong spot.
Hey, oh.
Warn before you stop. Sorry.
Yeah, your finger down.
There you go.
Thank you.
Now keep it from sliding back and forth here.
Okay. Can it be set down?
It's gonna go all the way out.
30 inches from the end.
30 inches.
How would you even do it?
I think they're 150 to 200 each.
They're not horrible. Let's see what happens. Go up really slow.
I'm gonna come towards you. The kitchen wall has its lintel in place right above the window, and guess what? There was no shims required. It's perfectly level. It looks so good. So now that that's up, we're gonna come back to that in a little bit. We need to do our setup here at the bedroom wall. So we are gonna go ahead and get the next straight wall done, and then we'll move to the kitchen. But just a lot of shuffling people and buckets and dirt around constantly, but we're finally getting somewhere. said, I'm so tired. It's been a long day, but we got all the straight walls except for one done. And we did these little buttresses. We got a lot done. It's a lot of bag.
Welcome back to the Rumble Recap. I'm Dirtbag Daddy.
And I'm Mud Mama. We're coming to you live from the Tiny Shiny Homestead. Was this live?
No,
Nope. We're coming
it's a recap. Welcome back to the Rumble Recap. I'm Dirtbag Daddy.
And I'm Mud Mama.
Today is also a big day here on the Tiny Shiny Homestead. What happened today?
Well, Dirtbag Daddy, they have started course 23 here on the Roundhouse.
That's right. It looks like they spent time working on the privacy wall, course 23, and the master bedroom straight wall, course 23.
That's right. And if I'm not mistaken, I think they seem to be going slightly faster.
Now, before they could work on the big kitchen straight wall for course 23, it was time for a really important step, laying the I-beams over that huge kitchen window.
Now, this is a step that we have been waiting so long to see how they're going to span this 11-foot window.
Thankfully, they had a lot of people here today, and with the boom lift, they were able to lift those into place, and it looks like they just went straight in and they were perfectly level.
That just goes to show you that Jonathan and Ashley have really been paying attention to how level their backs are.
Yes, it looks like they've done a really good job.
Now, one thing that I really enjoyed seeing them do, Dirtbag Daddy, was the incorporation of the 2-inch foam board in those I-beams.
Right, because there was a big cavity left when you put those two pieces together, and so that will really help over time to make sure they aren't losing any heat, especially because that wall is facing the sunset, and it will get blasted at the end of the day every day.
Now, after laying the I-beams, they did take some time to lay the earth bags on either side of it, locking it in for course 23.
Another exciting feature is the last bags of the buttress.
That's right. They've been laying buttresses for a very long time, and knowing that these were the last buttresses, I'm sure they're just really relieved to be done with the butts.
Yes. Speaking of butts, did you see that my mama was operating a tractor?
I sure did.
She has been wanting a tractor here on the homestead for so long. Although this is not her tractor, it was donated by a community member.
Jim and Pam, huge shout out to Jim and Pam. They are the MVPs of today for offering to let the Longneckers use their tractor all month long.
I mean, this is not a common thing that you see out here. People don't just lend their tractors to strangers, but here at the homestead, I'm sure Jonathan and Ashley are super appreciative.
They are. And speaking of people here, there were a ton of folks on site for the workshop today.
That's right. The one, the only, the original Steve Cobb's been here since day one.
That's right. I don't know who else was here. I'm going to have to look at my list.
Well, Dirtbag Daddy, it's a good thing I have a good memory. Andrew and Tiffany, as well as their 2 young children, are here with them. We also had Thomas and Tom, neighbors.
Yep, our neighbors. And then, and you may remember a few videos ago, Jonathan and Ashley went to Rich's place where he's building a super Adobe Dome complex. He still had some people there from his workshop, so he brought a bunch of people over, and they were such a huge help.
They were. We had Alex, Ivy, Alexis,
And a day.
and a day,
And I think that's everybody.
and Rich.
Well, yeah, and Rich too.
And of course, we cannot forget to thank the kids from the Tiny Shiny Home.
Thanks everybody for coming out and making this day such a huge success.
I know this was a huge day for Jonathan and Ashley. They've been waiting a long time to see that I-beam going up over the kitchen window. I bet their spirits are so high.
I bet so. But you know what? This is the end of the Rumble recap for day 8. So signing off, Dirtbag Daddy.
And Mud Mama.
We'll see you next time.
Can you take me higher?